Today we'll break down the quadratic equations like a detective, finding two numbers which will fit in the quadratic expressions perfectly. Get ready to crack down the code of quadratic equations. Welcome back class 10, series 2, exercise 4.2 would be explained today. Before starting with the exercise, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe and share. So class 10, today we are going to start with quadratic equation exercise 4.2, wherein we are going to find out how to find out the solution using splitting the middle term. The first part that we are given is x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. For splitting the middle term, you have to keep in mind that we have to take the coefficient of the first term. First of all, the equation should be arranged in decreasing order of the degree. You have to take the coefficient of the first term and the constant term and multiply it. Coefficient of first term is 1 and 1 into minus 10 is minus 10. Now you have to find out factors such a way that when you are going to multiply, you should get minus 10. When you are going to add, you should get the coefficient of middle term. Middle term over here is minus 3x. The coefficient is minus 3. So factors of minus 10 are 2 into minus 5 is minus 10 and 2 plus minus 5 is going to give us minus 3. Now in this case, the first and the last term will remain same. So first term I will write down x square. Middle term is going to be splitted. Middle term was minus 3x, which I will write down as 2x minus 5x, and last time again I will write down as minus 10 only. We'll take out common from the first two and the last two. First two from first two, x is common, so it is x into x plus 2 minus 5 into x plus 2. Now x plus 2 bracket is common, and the next we are left with x minus 5 is equal to 0. So when we'll equate x plus 2 is equal to 0, we'll get the value of x as minus 2, and when I will equate x minus 5 is equal to 0, I'll get the value of x is equal to 5. So this is the way we are going to follow to do splitting the middle term. Second question, 2x square minus x minus 6. Coefficient of x square is 2. Constant is minus 6. 2 into minus 6 is minus 12. So we have to think of the factors in such a way. When we are going to multiply, we should get minus 12. When we are going to add, we should get the middle term coefficient. Middle term is x, so coefficient is 1. Now 4 into minus 3 is minus 12 and 4 plus minus 3 is equal to 1. Now many of the students think that the factors of minus 12 are even 2 into minus 6. Yes, it is 2 into minus 6, but when we are adding 2 and minus 6, I am not getting 1. I need to think of factors such that when I add the factors, I should get the middle term, the coefficient of the middle term. So this will become again, the first term is 2x square. In the middle term, I will write down 4x minus 3x, and the last term same minus 6 is equal to 0. We'll take out common from the first two and the last two. From first two, 2x is common. So in bracket, I'm left with x plus 2. From the last two, minus 3 is common. So again in the bracket, I'm left with x plus 2. Now x plus 2 bracket is common. I'm left with 2x minus 3. On equating it with 0, either the value of x would be 3 upon 2 or the value of x would be minus 2. Now the third question is a very important question. Under root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 under root 2 is equal to 0. Now this is important from the point of view that the previous question that we have already done in class 8th and 9th. But this under root question that introduced to us for the first time. Now root 2 into 5 root 2 is going to give me 10. And the middle term over here is 7. So the factors of 10 are 2 into 5 is 10 and 2 plus 5 is 7. Again, the first term I will write down as it is root 2x square. 7x would be splitted as 2x plus 5x. Last term would be written same, 5 plus 5 root 2. From first two, we'll take out root 2x common. Bracket we are left with x plus root 2. From the last two, we'll take out 5 common. So in the bracket, we are left with x plus root 2. Now x plus root 2, the entire bracket is common. So I would be left with root 2x plus 5. Again, equating this with 0, I'll give either x is equal to minus root 2 or x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2. I hope this question is clear with everyone. Now the fourth part, 2x square minus x plus 1 upon 8 is equal to 0. Either you can multiply the equation by 8 or if you take the LCM, your LCM is going to be 8. So it is 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0. When I'll take 0 on the RHS, it would be when I'll take 8 on the RHS, it will be multiplied by 0 and it will become 0. So I'm left with 16x square minus 8x plus 1 The factors of 16 are minus 4 into minus 4 will give me minus 16. Also, minus 4 plus minus 4 is going to give me minus 8. So the factors that I'm going to take are minus 4 and minus 4. So the first term 16x square, the middle term would be splitted as minus 4x plus 1. From the first two terms, 4x is common, so I'm left with 4x bracket minus 1. From the last two terms, I'll take out minus 1 common. I would be left with 4x minus 1. 4x minus 1 into 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. We have two equal roots in this case, and x is going to be 1 upon 4. I hope this question is also clear with everyone. Next part, 100x square minus 20x plus 1. Coefficient of x square is 100, coefficient and the constant term is 1. So we have to multiply and get 100. Middle term, the coefficient is minus 20. So I have to add and get minus 20. So my factors would be minus 10 into minus 10, and minus 10 plus minus 10 will give me minus 20. 100x square as it is. Middle term would be split as minus 10x. Last term as it is, that is plus 1. We'll take out common from the first two terms. 100x square minus 10x. 10x is common, so in bracket we are left with 10x minus 1. From the last two terms, I'll take out minus 1 common. I'm left with 10x minus 1. Again, both the brackets are same. That means both the roots are equal. So x is equal to 1 by 10. We have two roots. Both the roots are equal and x is 1 by 10. Next question is the word problem based question. Now, quadratic equation word problems. First question, John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles and the product of the marbles left is 124. We have to find out how many marbles they are having. But in this case, let the number of marbles with John be x. Since John and Jivanti both are having 45 marbles and John is having x number of marbles, so Jivanti will have 45 minus x marbles. After losing 5 marbles, now both of them have lost 5 marbles. John had x marbles, he has lost 5 marbles, he would be left with x minus 5 marbles. Jivanti had 45 minus x marbles, she has also lost 5 marbles, so she would be left with 40 minus x marbles. Also, we are given that the product of the marbles now they are left with is 124. John is left with x minus 5 marbles. Jivanti is left with 40 minus x marbles. Multiply them, we get 124. Let's open the bracket and let's multiply them. X into 40 is 40x. X into 40 will give us 40x, minus 5 into 40 will give us 200, x into minus x will give me minus x square, and minus 5 into 40 will give me 200. So my equation is 40x minus x square minus 200 plus 5x is equal to 0. So that is minus x square plus 45x minus 200 minus 124 is equal to 0. So I am having minus x square plus 40x 45x minus 324 is equal to 0. We'll divide by the minus sign throughout the equation. I'm left with x square minus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. I didn't wanted minus sign for my first term, so I have divided the whole equation through minus sign. Now the factors of 45, we have to find out the factors in such a way that when we multiply we get 324 and when we are adding we are going to get minus 45. So minus 9 into minus 36 will give me 324 and minus 9 and minus 46 will give us minus 45. So first two terms we can take out common x. From the first two terms when I take out common x, I am left with x into x minus 9 minus 36x plus 324 is equal to 0. So x minus 9 minus 36 into x minus 9 is equal to 0. X minus 36 or x minus 9 is equal to 0. X will either be 36 or x would be 9. If John is having 36 marbles, then in that case Jivanti will have 9 marbles. If Jivanti is having 9 marbles, then John will have 36 marbles. I hope this question is clear with everyone. Next question. A cottage industry produces certain number of toys in a day. The cost of production of each toy was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced on the particular day. Find and also the cost of production was 750 rupees. We have to find out the number of toys produced. Let the number of toys produced be x. Now we are given that the cost of production is 55 minus the toys produced. That is, toys produced is x, so it would be 55 minus x. If I multiply number of toys with the cost of production, I'll get total cost of production. So x into 55 minus x will give me total cost of production, and total cost of production is also 750 rupees. So my equation will be x into 55 minus x is equal to 750. When I'll open the bracket, this will become 55 minus x square is equal to 750. That will further mean that minus x square plus 55x minus 750 is equal to 0. Again, let us remove the minus sign from the first coefficient of x square. So dividing throughout by minus, I'll have x square minus 55x plus 750 is equal to 0. We need to find out the factors of 750 such that when we add them, we get minus 55, and the factors would be minus 25 and 30. So x square minus 25x minus 30x is equal to 750. Again, we will take out common from the first two terms, that is x minus 20. From the last two terms, that is minus 30 into x minus 25. And x minus 25 bracket is common, so I'm left with x minus 30 into x minus 25. Simplifying, we'll get x is equal to 30 or x is equal to 25. If x is equal to 30, then the number of toys produced is 30, and the total cost of production would be 55 minus 30, that is going to be rupees 25. But in case if number of toys produced is 25, then that case cost of production would be 55 minus 25, and that is going to be 30 rupees. I hope this question is also clear with everyone. Next question is, the sum of two numbers is 27 and their product is 182. We have to find out the numbers. Now beta, let the numbers be x and 27 minus x. Since the sum is 27, if one number is x, the another one is 27 minus x. Their product is 182. So when I'll multiply x with 27 minus x, my answer would be 182. Further, this will become 27x minus x square is equal to minus 182. Again, I am removing minus sign. I'll get minus x square plus 27x minus 182 is equal to 0. Dividing throughout by minus, we'll get x square minus 27x plus 182 is equal to 0. Now we have to find out factors of 182 in such a way that when we multiply them, we get 182. When we add them, we get minus 27. So the factors are minus 13 and minus 14. First two में से common लेंगे, x minus 13 would be left in the bracket. From the last two, minus 14 is common. I'm again left with x minus 13 in the bracket. So x minus 13 bracket is common. We would be left with x minus 14. So value of x is either 13 or 14. Next question. The two consecutive positive integers whose squares add up to 365. So if we have consecutive numbers, that means one after another. If one number is 5, another one would be the immediate next number, that is its successor, would be 6. So if my number is x, then the another would be x plus 1. We have to take their squares. Square of x is x square. Square of x plus 1 is x plus 1 whole square. When we add their squares, we get 365. Let's simplify. First term is x square. X plus 1 whole square, we'll use the identity. That will become x square plus 2x plus 1. X square plus x square is 2x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 365 is equal to 0. So we are having 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0. Dividing the whole equation by 2, we'll get x square plus x minus 182 is equal to 0. Again, factors of minus 182 would be 14 into minus 13. So x, first two bracket में से x common आएगा, x plus 14. Last two brackets I've taken out minus 13 common. I'm left with again x plus 14. So the value of x will be either would be minus 14 or 13. Since my integers are positive, they are not negative, so my numbers would be x is 13 and x plus 1 is equal to 14. Negative number we don't have to include, we just have to include the positive, because the question said that the integers are positive integers. So the next question is, the altitude of the right angle triangle is 7 centimeter less than the base. Hypotenuse is 13, we have to find other sides. If it is a right angle triangle, let the base be x, altitude is 7 less than base, x minus 7, hypotenuse is 13. We will use Pythagoras theorem over here. Perpendicular square plus base square is hypotenuse square. Place of perpendicular square x square, base is x minus 7 whole square is equal to 169. Simplify this up, open the bracket, x square plus x square minus 14x plus 49 is minus 169. 2x square minus 14x minus 120 is equal to 0. Dividing whole equation by 2 will get x square minus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. Factors of minus 60 such that we get, when we add them, we get minus 7 or minus 12 and 5. So x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 60 is equal to 0. First 2 from common is x. X minus 12 plus 5 bracket x minus 12 is 0. So either we are going to get x minus 12 is 0 or x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 12 or x is equal to minus 5. Definitely x is equal to minus 5 cannot be our base. So we'll exclude that value. So value of x is 12. If x is 12, base is 12, then height is height is 7 less than the base. So height would be 12 minus 7, which is 5 centimeter. Again, I hope this question is clear with everyone. Last question of the exercise. A cottage industry produces a certain number of pottery articles in a day. It has been observed that the cost of production of each in rupees was 3 more than twice the number of articles produced on that day, and that was also found to be 90. You have to find out the articles produced and cost of each article. So let the number of articles produced be x. We are given that the cost of production was 2 times. 2 times means 2x plus 3 more. So that means 2x plus 3. Also the cost of production was 90 rupees. Now cost of production will become x into 2x plus 3, which is 90. Simplifying the equation, I'll get 2x square plus 3x minus 90 is equal to 0. Factors of 2 into minus 90 is minus 180. Such that when we add, we get minus 3. We get plus 3. So we have chosen the factors as minus 12x and 15x. On simplifying, we'll get x is either 6 or it is minus 15 by 2. Minus 15 by 2 would be excluded. So the only valid value of x would be 6. If x is equal to 6, number of articles produced is 6. Cost was 90 rupees for the total. So cost of one article will become 90 upon x, that is 90 upon 6, which is 15. I hope this exercise is clear. In the next series, we'll start with exercise 4.3.